What's good with y'all boys, man? As y'all can see by the title, bro, we got an adult club. We got an adult club dancer take out an eye. What the fuck, bro? All right, listen. This case is 294. Oh, wow. What the? Bro, we finna get into this and see what's going on. Bro, before I press play, bro, if you're tuned into this episode, bro, and you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you are subscribed, go make sure you get some people that you know like this type of content and get them to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Get them to tune into the AMK family. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get it jumping and get it busting.
Today on Personal Injury Court.
She's dancing and she's teasing me, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna definitely make it rain on her. She kicks up on the pole, and then boom, before I know it, a heel comes flying at my face.
And then I kicked my leg up and went around, just like that.
Had he not been in the restricted area, he wouldn't have got hit in the eye.
You are asking this court to award you $294,000.
This is a pretty devastating injury. It's hard to even get oriented in terms of where we are in the eye.
If the shoe fits,
wear it.
You'd get an acquit.
Judge Gino Brogdon spent 10 years on the bench ruling on cases worth
bro.
billions of dollars.
Y'all tune in, bro, so y'all can get y'all one of these, bro.
He presides over some of the largest claims in TV history. This is Personal Injury Court.
Good day, everyone. This is the matter of Moody versus Davis and Sugar Mamas. Mr. Moody, it's my understanding from the documents that you've submitted to this court that you sustained a serious eye injury when you were at Sugar Mamas, which is owned by Miss Davis, and you are asking this court to award you $29,000 for past medicals, $15,000 for future medicals, $50,000 for lost wages, and $200,000 for pain and suffering for a total award of $294,000. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Miss Davis, you own Sugar Mamas, and you say he wasn't where he was supposed to be. He's responsible for his own injuries. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's get into the legal sauce. Mr. Moody, what brought you to the club
Bro, hold on, bro. In my perspective, how was he in heat, bro? You're in the club. All these females shaking booty, popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, how was that his fault he got hit in the face by a heel? Shouldn't he have some fucking strap-ons or something, bro? You're in the club. Matter of fact, you shouldn't have no shoes on. You barely have clothes on. What you got heels on for? Like, bruh, this is so stupid.
Whether you want to increase sales, generate leads, or build brand awareness, Google Ads can help you.
What you need to look taller for?
Well, Your Honor,
get you no extra
I've been
money.
working at a construction company for over 10 years. And I worked hard to elevate, and they finally acknowledged me to give me a promotion as project manager.
Congratulations.
Now, thank you, sir, thank you. Now, I was ecstatic because I worked so hard for this position that I had to call up my boys, and I was like, yo, I got the promotion. So what's good with the move for the night? They're telling us, go to the strip club. Let's celebrate.
What, 2, 3, 5, 6 guys?
It was 4.
It was 4 of you guys?
Yes.
Okay, everybody's going there to have a good time.
A respectable friend group.
Yes, I have.
So you knew what was happening. You knew what to do. I mean, you make it rain, right?
I was there to make it rain, of course.
Drizzle.
Okay. How long have you been operating this club? Tell me about it.
Yeah, he's finna make it drizzle if he win his money.
Club is a club that I started all by myself. When I first started, I had a table, 2 chairs, a boom box, and an iPod.
Yes, ma'am.
And with all of my hard work, dedication, and all the...
So you a pimp. You're low-key, high-key admitting that you're a pimp.
hard work of my beautiful young ladies that you see here, we have made Sugar Mamas expand and grow. I've been open over 10 years, Your Honor.
Congratulations. Now, how many exotic dancers do you have?
Well, we have different shifts. So on any average shift, we have about 10 to 15 ladies.
Now, Miss Candy was the dancer, Miss Candy Parker.
Yes, that's correct, Your
Miss
Honor.
Parker, you remember this night?
I remember this night perfectly, Your Honor.
How long have you been an exotic dancer?
For almost over 7 years now.
Wow.
Now, I don't plan to dance, but tell me what's it involve?
It's just, you know, a little grinding, just a little tease, if you will.
So you're trying to get the customer to spend some money, right?
Exactly. More and more and more money. That's what it's about.
But I founded my club on the basis of burlesque dancing. There's an art form to what my beautiful ladies do. You can see her.
Is this burlesque dancing on the plasma here?
Oh, yes, definitely, Your Honor.
But the ending is the same, right? The ladies are naked by the end, right?
Well, sometimes it's not about how you get, you know, the end result, but more so about how you get to the end result.
I understand. Mr. Moody,
Bro,
tell me.
she's a pimp, bruh. She pimping and tricking and pimping and tricking.
What happened?
I came into the club. Everyone knows me there. I'm a regular. Now, since I was there, you know, we usually go to VIP.
And hold on, is he a regular at your club?
He's a regular so much, Judge, he probably could walk around my club blindfolded and not bump into the furniture.
Wow.
But you want that, right? You want the folks coming back.
Well, yes, this is true, but that just speaks more volume as to why he should have known the rules.
Correct.
All right, well, Mr. Moody, you're a regular there. You come into the club, your buddies are there, y'all are getting ready to celebrate. Then what happens?
Now, I made eye contact with Miss Candy. And you know, Miss Candy made her way over. She was dancing, and at first, she was teasing me. Then after that, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make it rain on her.
Listen, bro, you known at this club, so they know you a baller. You feel me? You already said that. You known at this club. They said you known at this club. You were a baller to them, bro.
Next
and you
thing
just
I
got
know,
the promotion.
she does this exotic move on the pole, and you know, I was trying to follow her. And next thing you know, she kicks up on the pole, and then boom! Before I know it, a heel comes flying at my face.
Her shoe came out.
Her heel. Now, at this point, I'm like, I didn't even know how to react.
Did you know you'd been hit?
At this point, it happened so fast. Before I could know it, like, blood is gushing everywhere. Blood is gushing on my hands, on the shirt that I wore. And that was an expensive shirt that I wore, and it got stained.
Now, that's not supposed to happen, is it, Miss Davis?
No, and it's never happened in all the years that Sugar Mama's has been open. It's never happened in all the years that you've danced, has it, Kenny?
No, it hasn't.
So when this happened, Miss Davis, what did you do?
We had to stop and clean up the mess.
It was a nasty scene in
Oh, once the lights came up, it looked like a horror movie up in there. And then, let's talk about all the money that I lost. As a matter of fact, Mr. Moody, you probably should be glad that I'm not suing you.
What?
Oh, yeah. For all the
He
money
got kicked
that
in
I
his
lost.
eye.
So, Miss Davis.
Oh, the money.
Miss
Oh,
Davis.
the money, yes.
You went right to the money. I mean, you
I
do.
mean, that's what we're here for, right? The money, because this is my club. This
Well,
is my
but
livelihood.
This is my eye.
But this is my job.
Miss Davis, what
Yes.
brought us here, though,
He said, "This
is a
is my
patron was
eye."
injured badly at your club. I mean, that's before the money, right? Doesn't that affect you somehow?
I mean, yes, it does, Your Honor. However, he was doing something he didn't have any business doing. So why am I supposed to be liable? I could lose my club.
I can lose my eye.
Coming up,
Does she not understand about this man's face?
Was on the stage.
When you at a strip club and the dancers are dancing on you,
Right,
of course
brother,
there's
right,
gonna
brother.
be some form of body contact.
So nobody has any business being over in this area.
And then I kicked my leg up and went around.
And
Your
so that's
loose
when your
ass
shoe
heel.
came off.
Yup.
She
and
was
popped
wearing
his
a
ass.
shoe that wasn't her size.
It's very difficult to do those tricks around that pole with shoes that don't fit correctly. If the shoe didn't fit, she would have had to quit.
Will he ever get his vision
Wow,
back?
bruh, this
With an
is
injury
crazy.
like this
Look at his
one, I would say he would be
eye.
very lucky to return to
Bro, look at
functional
his
vision.
eye. I'd have sued him too. You popped me in my motherfucking eye. And then I
Mobile
bet you,
games are going big.
all the money I've been threw on the
Free
floor,
Fire Max
I can't
is
get it
now
back up.
Available on PC with Google Play Games.
I bet you.
Play in matches.
But guess what?
level
You
up
still
your
whop
guild,
me in
and
my
put
eye.
your teamwork to the
Hold on.
test.
Cause they got me tight a little bit. Y'all
Miss Candy
subscribe.
made her way over. She was dancing, and at first, she was
Follow me on
teasing me.
Twitch.
And next thing you know, she kicks up on the pole, and then boom! Before I know it, a heel comes flying at my face.
Her shoe came off.
Her heel.
As a matter of fact, Mr. Moody, you probably should be glad that I'm not suing you.
What?
Oh, yeah. For all the
Bro,
money
he
that I
had-
lost that night?
Bro, let me explain something to you, right? You a pimp. You a pimp. You feel me? One of your girls or whatever, I'm not gonna say none of that, but one of your girls do something to somebody, bite somebody, stab somebody, curse somebody out. You think you finna pick up business for the rest of the night? Or, I mean, you can, but you think you finna pick up heavy business for the rest of the night, bro? Nah, word is out there that your girl whoop-de-whoop did this and that.
Miss Candy, do you
And
remember
honestly,
this?
bro, being in
When I was
whether you're a
dancing,
pimp or not,
Mr.
look, whether you're a pimp or not, bro, being in a strip club is the same thing as you having a pimp. You just work for the boss or the strip club owner.
Moody was half of his body was on the stage, like he was
So
trying to put
club
his paws,
dancers,
all
y'all are
on the
technically
stage.
prostitutes.
Now, are you supposed to
working under
touch
the
the
government.
dancers?
When you at a strip club and the dancers are dancing on you, of course it's gonna be, in a sense, some form of body contact.
Right,
Yeah,
bro.
but they got rules, right? Did y'all have rules?
Oh, there's rules. There's
Signs
signs
that say no touching the dancers.
You know what? I don't care where you from north, south, east to west. Everybody knows you don't touch the dancer.
That is
and
a
Mr.
fact,
Moody
though.
definitely
You
know
never
the rules
touch
as
the
many
dancers
times as you've been
unless
in
you
there.
go to the
That's why you had to.
VIP.
Well,
You
I
can
understand
read.
the rules.
I know you can read.
Miss Davis, I know this is important to you because your club is at stake.
Yes,
But you gotta talk to me,
I'm
okay?
sorry.
So, Miss Candy, how did this actually happen?
Judge, would you like me to show you?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Wow.
Okay, let me show you.
Judge, what you want me to show you? Like,
So I was
bro.
going around the pole, and then I kicked my leg up and went around, just like that.
And so that's when your shoe came off.
Yes, that's when my shoe came off.
Okay.
But I didn't mean for it to happen, Your Honor.
You weren't intending to put his eye out.
Absolutely not. But he was leaning over. Had he not been doing that, it would have never happened, Your Honor.
Now, Miss Davis, you said something about him being in the wrong place. What do you mean by that? I didn't know there was a wrong place in an adult entertainment club.
Yes, Your Honor, there is. There is a restricted area.
Explain the restricted area for me.
I have a diagram. Can I submit it to the court? Can
Yes,
show
ma'am.
you,
I
Your
saw
Honor?
that diagram. We're going to put it up on the plasma here. You can use it to explain your club to me.
This is the stage
'Cause he
here
gonna be there.
where Miss Candy and some more of the ladies were dancing.
He just wanna know where
now
not to
they
be
were on the
standing.
back pole, and Miss Candy was right here on this front pole. And as you see, all this area here is the restricted area that I was referring to. So nobody has any business being over in this area.
So Mr. Moody's in the restricted area?
Not only is he in the restricted area, but he's actually leaned over the stage too.
Do you remember that?
This is the thing. I
All
wasn't
right.
the only one that was there.
You're
There
the
was
only one I
plenty-
remember being there.
Well, you're lying.
No.
Because
Whoa.
why would I just sit and place myself in just a restricted area if there wasn't other people there?
Next.
The VIP booths are on the side, so
we all
he was being
restrictions
slick.
tonight.
When the bouncer would come tap him, he would walk back over to the VIP booth, and then he would sneak back to the restricted area.
The court consulted Dr. Lauren Yancey. She's an ophthalmologist.
Wow,
Have you ever
man.
testified
Oh,
in
that
front
ain't
of a
his
stripper
eye. That
pole
look like
before?
This is definitely a first for me.
I'm not responsible, Your Honor. She was wearing a shoe that wasn't her size.
Miss Candy, what size shoe do you wear?
A 6.
This shoe says it's a 9.
Why was you
There's
wearing
one
a
thing you need to
9?
do before
Why
buying
was you
anything
wearing a
online.
9?
Don't spend another
Like-
dime
like-
on
like-
Amazon.
what did
until
she
you
get,
watch
extra
this
tall or
first.
something?
Watch this.
Is
I
that
can-
what she got extra tall? Why was she wearing a 9? Like,
And then I kicked my leg up and went around, just like that.
You weren't intending to put his eye out.
So nobody has any business being over in this area.
I wasn't the only one that was there.
You're the
There was
only one I
plenty-
remember being there.
Well, you're lying.
I believe she lying
So,
too.
Miss
though.
Davis, can people just sit in the restricted area, the customers?
No, there are signs that clearly say restricted area, keep out.
Did you see any of those signs?
With the ambiance and the light settings of the room, I
Oh,
don't remember
no.
seeing that.
Well, you knew you were in a restricted area, true?
Yes, Your Honor, but there was other people that were in that same restricted area
why
as
do
well.
you feel like the rules don't apply to you?
I get to ask
there.
the question.
I'm a
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
get to
sorry,
ask the
Your Honor.
question.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
But why do you think the rules don't apply to you?
Listen, Your Honor, I'm a regular. And it's so ironic because they weren't complaining when I was throwing 20s and 50s in the G-strings.
Y'all had to know he was in the restricted
They
area.
knew I was
right?
there.
As you can see, the VIP booths are on the side, so he was being slick. When the bouncer would come tap him, he would walk back over to the VIP booth, and then everybody would go on about their business, and then he would sneak back to the restricted
So
area.
you kept coming back, Mr. Moody?
I was not the only customer there, Your Honor. But yes, I did.
Mr. Moody, you were leaning
He's
over
telling
the
the truth.
dance floor. You're in the restricted area, and now you come and ask this court to give you your medical expenses of $29,000? What's life been like since you suffered this eye injury?
Boy,
It's been horrible, Your Honor. I can't do anything that I love doing. I can't play hoops with my bros anymore. People, every time when I walk in public, they looking at me crazy.
How are you able to do your job? I see that you've submitted $50,000 in lost wages.
The whole promotion that I got, they had to put me on leave because they felt like I was not up to par for the job.
Well, to understand the nature of your injuries from a medical perspective, the court consulted Dr. Lauren Yancey. She's an ophthalmologist. Sheriff Matt, would you get Dr. Yancey?
Your Honor, I just want to say that it's not my fault. I do feel bad that he was injured,
not your
but
fault.
it is not my fault. He needs to understand
that
there are consequences to his actions.
Ms. Davis, I get to decide whether it's your fault. I've got to ask you, have you ever testified in front of a stripper pole before?
This is definitely a first for me.
Please explain the nature of Mr. Moody's eye injury.
So this is just an external photograph of what we'll see to be more extensive injuries underneath the eyelid. This is a pretty devastating injury. It's hard to even get oriented in terms of where we are in the eye. But this is the patient's cornea right here, and we can see there's a marked laceration across the top that really is threatening vision emergently. So the first priority is to close this laceration that the patient has. And once we're able to restore that cornea back to its original location, then we're going to need to address the floor of the orbit, which is that bony structure.
Will he ever get his vision back?
With an injury like this one, I would say he would be very lucky to return to functional vision.
Hey.
Thank you, doctor. We appreciate you.
They just lost their money.
Mr. Moody, I can't imagine what's going through your mind right now.
Who would have thought that going to the booty club I'd come out like this?
The more I look at this, it seems to me you've got to take some responsibility for this.
Booty club.
Do you take some responsibility for this?
No, I'm not responsible, Your Honor.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, she was wearing a shoe that wasn't her size.
Well, how do you know that?
I know because I brought the shoe here today.
Well, let me see it. Sheriff Matt, will you get the shoe?
Yo, that nigga pulled the fucking shoe out like a GTA character, bruh.
Because I brought the shoe here today.
Well, let me see it. Sheriff Matt, will you get the shoe?
Bruh.
And I know it's not your size, Sheriff.
No, it's a little small for me.
This is the shoe that went in your eye.
Yes, Your Honor. The shoe was too big for her foot. How else could the shoe
That
come
shit
off?
look like it's heavy.
These aren't supposed to come off, are they, Miss Davis?
No, Your Honor, they're not. It's very difficult to do those tricks around that pole with shoes that don't fit correctly. So if the shoe didn't fit, she would have had to quit.
I certainly understand that, but what we do know is the shoe did come off and it changed somebody's life. Miss Candy, were you wearing this shoe on that night?
I was, Your Honor. We share shoes all the time. We borrow each other's stuff. That's just common. That's just what we do.
Well, what we got to decide is if the shoe fits, you'd get an acquit. Sheriff Matt, could you walk this over? Miss Candy, I want you to try that shoe on.
I can. I have to take both my shoes off.
Blitz is now available.
Man, her
for
shit look like a little pebble in them shoes,
with
man.
completely
Y'all.
customizable real-time stats on what
Subscribe
you
to
want
the
to
channel if you're
improve.
still
You
here.
can place anywhere
Let's
on
get
the
it.
screen and
We
simplify
out.
as much.
Miss Candy, what size shoe do you wear?
A 6.
May I see that shoe again, Sheriff?
She wears a 6. Y'all heard this, right? She wears a 6, y'all.
This shoe says it's a 9.
Even if the shoe was big, if he hadn't have been in an area where he wasn't supposed to
No.
be, he wouldn't have got hit in the eye.
You are correct,
Folks, I
but
think
she
I've heard
shouldn't have
enough.
been
I'm ready
wearing...
to render my decision.
The verdict is in.
You put up evidence that although you were close to the stage, you had no idea that your life was gonna.
Before he say this, y'all, I just want to know, let y'all know, like, bro, this... You bust that man in his eye. That's all I wanted to say before the judge said what he had to say. You bust him in his eye for what? Like, I mean, I get it. He should have been standing there. But, bro, why are you wearing an extra size higher? Why are you even wearing shoes if you're barely wearing clothes? That'd be, like,
change. You were gonna leave there with your buddies, everybody having had a really good time.
I should have been a lawyer
Instead,
like my
we're
mama
here.
said, bro.
In this case, the devil is in the details. You told him, you put up signs, you put the restricted area there so he could see where he's not supposed to go.
Because at the end of the day, she was wearing a shoe that wasn't her size.
This is the shoe that went in your eye.
Yes, Your Honor.
So if the shoe didn't fit, she would have had to quit.
In every personal injury case, the
quit.
plaintiff, you, Mr. Moody, have to prove three things. You've got to prove that Miss Davis and Sugar Mamas was wrong, that their wrong caused your eye injury.
I feel like personally, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like he did. I feel like he did. Bro, I'm gonna have to hit this, bro. I already know it, bro. I feel like he proved it. Like, bro, yeah, I shouldn't have been standing there, but everybody else was standing there, and she was wearing a shoe 3 sizes up.
Here you've put up evidence that Miss Candy had a shoe on that came off and hit you in the eye. That's not supposed to happen. You put up evidence that although you were close to the stage, you had no idea that your life was gonna change. You were gonna leave there with your buddies, everybody having had a really good time. Instead, we're here, and you're asking this court for a lot of money for your injuries and lost wages. Miss Davis, Miss Candy, you all have been running a respectable establishment, a safe establishment, for a long time that you built
Safe,
from the...
bro. It's a strip club. How safe could it be, bro? All that booty juice flying everywhere, bro. It can't be that safe.
Ground up, but there are rules, and you enforce those rules. You put up signs. You put the restricted area there so he could see where he's not supposed to go. Here, though, there was evidence that you left him there for a while, which makes people comfortable to be there. In this case, the devil is in the details. The reality is that the shoe was too big, and that's what caused the shoe to come off.
I said that.
And that is why I find in favor of the plaintiff and against the defendant, I'm going to award you $29,000 for your past medical bills, $15,000 for your future medical bills, $50,000 for your lost wages, and $200,000 for your pain and suffering, for a total award of $294,000. That is my final verdict, and this matter is adjourned.
Bro, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one, bro. I feel like, bro, deserved it, bro. He bust, bro. Bro, she bust, bro, in their head, bro. She gonna get him gone. She want her money, bro. She gonna get him gone. Bro, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, bro. Keep turning me up. Make sure y'all tune in so I can get y'all one of these, bro. And we finna ball on them. I'm out.